Let's start with the worst-case scenario. You press the power button, and instead of the familiar loading screen, you're staring at an error message. The hardware is running, but it has completely lost the pathway to your operating system. That black screen looks intimidating, but here is the good news. Your physical hard drive isn't broken, and your personal files are still sitting exactly where you left them. We just need to build a new bridge so the motherboard can find them. To do that, you'll need a Windows installation USB drive. Plug it in, power on the computer, and enter your BIOS settings to make sure the system boots directly from that USB instead of your internal drive. This menu shows the Windows recovery environment. Once you bypass the initial setup screen and click Repair Your Computer, navigate through Troubleshoot to the Advanced Options menu. From there, select the command prompt. Opening this terminal allows us to bypass the automated repair tools that usually fail in this scenario. From here, we have full manual control to rebuild the boot sequence from scratch. Step 1 is repairing the foundational master boot record. In the terminal, type bootrec/fix MBR and press Enter. The command line is highly strict about syntax. Make sure you include a single space immediately after bootrec and before the /. If you miss that space, the command will fail. The next logical step is to write a new boot sector using the fix boot command. But if you try this now, you will almost certainly get an access is denied error. Windows actively locks the volume boot code to prevent unauthorized overwrites. To overwrite this, type bootsect/nt60sys and hit Enter, forcing the sector to accept modern protocols. With the pathway cleared, type bootrec/fixboot and press Enter. The operation completes successfully. Your base boot code is now healthy. However, if you restart right now, the system might still fail to load. The boot files exist, but we haven't told the motherboard where to look for them. This brings us to a critical architectural trap that halts most troubleshooting attempts: an inactive system-reserved partition. MBR motherboards scan sequentially, ignoring healthy partitions unless flagged active. Type diskpart, then select disk 0 to isolate your main drive. Type select partition 1 to target the bootloader segment. Finally, type active to send a beacon to the motherboard. Your partition is now active. Type exit and hit Enter to leave the partition manager, but keep the main command terminal open. By manually assigning this flag, we have explicitly pointed the motherboard to the correct starting line, prioritizing the fresh configuration data we will generate. The final technical step is to populate that active partition with a completely fresh set of boot files. Look at this terminal screen carefully for the exact syntax. Type bcd boot C:\Windows and hit Enter. Before you close anything, check your terminal output. You need to see the exact message, boot files successfully created. Once you have that confirmation, type exit to close the terminal. Turn off the computer, remove your Windows installation USB, and turn the machine back on. Pulling entirely new files from your main directory eliminates any lingering corruption, building a clean, unbroken handoff from the physical hardware directly to the software. The moment the computer powers up, the motherboard reads the active flag, follows the cleared pathway, and initializes the Windows boot logo. The original error is gone, and your system will load directly into your normal user environment, with all your files safely accessible. Remember, the command line is highly unforgiving. If you encountered any errors during this process, rewind the video and double-check your spacing and spelling on every command. If this guide saved your system, be sure to subscribe to the channel and bookmark this video for future troubleshooting. A missing operating system looks like a catastrophic data loss event, but when you understand the underlying architecture and master these low-level command overrides, it becomes a simple, logical procedure.